In the colorful town of Sweet Springs, where every day smelled like candy, lived Gerald, a young giraffe with an insatiable love for jelly beans. Gerald's dream was to create the world's most spectacular jelly bean, a jelly bean so large and flavorful it would enter the record books. One sunny morning, armed with a recipe he'd been perfecting for months and a wagon full of sugar, Gerald set off to the great candy cauldron, a legendary pot that stood in the center of town and was used only for the most extraordinary candy-making attempts. With the help of his friends, a meticulous mole named Marvin, who measured the sugar, and a creative kangaroo named Katie, who chose the flavors, Gerald began his candy concoction. They stirred and stirred, adding colors that swirled together like a rainbow. As the jelly bean began to take shape, something unexpected happened. The jelly bean kept growing and growing, too big for the great candy cauldron, spilling over and rolling through the streets of Sweet Springs, causing a delicious commotion. The townsfolk couldn't believe their eyes as they watched the gigantic jelly bean jumble its way past houses and shops. Children cheered and adults laughed, joining in the fun to help guide the jelly bean to the town square. Once it finally came to a stop, Gerald's jelly bean was declared the largest ever seen. The mayor of Sweet Springs, a wise old walrus with a sweet tooth, awarded Gerald a golden jelly bean trophy for his extraordinary creation. But Gerald, Marvin, and Katie had an even better idea. They invited everyone in Sweet Springs to take a bite of the jelly bean. It was a flavor sensation, with each bite tasting different from the last, a magical mixture of all their favorite flavors. The day of the gigantic Jellybean Jumble became a cherished memory in Sweet Springs, a reminder of the joy that comes from creating something together. Gerald's dream had turned into a day of laughter, friendship, and the sweet taste of success. And as for the great candy cauldron, it was never the same after that day. It became a symbol of the town's spirit of adventure and creativity, always ready for the next big candy challenge.